New Liberal MP Chris d'Entremont is hitting he won't be the last Conservative to leave that caucus.
Yeah, I would suggest that there probably are those that are in the same boat, but I will let them tell their stories if that time comes.
D'Entremont's comments come as Liberal sources tell the Globe and Mail that the party is in talks with Conservative MPs over crossing the floor or even sitting as independents. For more on where this story could be headed, we are joined from Ottawa this morning by Robert Fife, Ottawa Bureau Chief for the Globe and Mail. Bob, thanks for coming on this morning. You're reporting Conservative MPs more could be considering crossing the floor by the next week. What are you hearing and how many?
Well, this has been going on for some time after the Liberals won a minority government, but three votes shy of a majority. They began to work not only the Conservatives, but talking to other members of Parliament to see, but particularly Conservatives who are red Tories, to see if they would cross the floor. And it didn't go anywhere when the House of Commons came back, but with the budget coming up, they began to work a little harder, and they managed to get Mr. Anacott to come across to cross the floor. And now we are hearing that there are at least two other Conservative MPs that they have talked to. They are in pursuit of. I'm said that they are in hot pursuit, but a deal hasn't been closed yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, this is a big thing for any member of Parliament to cross the floor. If they were elected as a Conservative, for example, many members of the party will obviously be very upset. Some of their constituents will be too. So you have to weigh that in on whether this is a good thing for your constituents and your party. In the case of the MP who crossed the floor, he was a red Conservative. He represented Nova Scotia, the only MP from that area, and he just became very unhappy with Pierre Poilievre and the direction the party was taking, so he walked over to the Liberals. And the reason for that is that Mark Carney, the Prime Minister, is a centrist, more of a, if you want to say, a red Tory, but a Chrétien Liberal. He's in the middle. And Mr. Chrétien, during his many years in power, had a lot of Liberal MPs who could have been progressive Conservatives or Conservatives. So he's making a lot of these people feel more comfortable within the Liberal Party.
So that's people feeling more confident with the Liberals. Let's talk about the Conservatives right now. We know that Mr. Poilievre is facing a leadership review in January, and sort of when you look over the calendar year, he was not able to win this election. He was not able to win his seat. He has now lost at least one member of his caucus to the Liberals, with rumors to be at least two more. This is not a good tally sheet when you're heading into a leadership review.
No, it isn't. And it's also really bad caucus management. During the toughest times, I'm going to take you back in a little bit of history, but during the toughest times during Brian Mulroney's reign, for example, he kept that caucus together because he listened to people. He spent time talking to them. Mr. Poilievre has surrounded himself with a clique of very right-wing Conservatives, and they don't reach out to the caucus like they used to, and they control, like Mr. Mulroney did, and they can try to control MPs with a very tight rein. Now, he's loosened up after the election campaign because it really infuriated a lot of Conservative MPs, but that noose is still around the necks of many of them, and it's going to be a problem for him in the caucus. When you try to control your members and don't listen to them, you're going to be into a lot of trouble. And the Liberals are working very, very hard at trying to snag away some of these members of Parliament who are leaning to the center and not so much from the right. And this is going to be a potential problem for him. I think he's going to win the leadership vote in January. But by how much is going to be the factor. If he cannot walk away with more than 68% of the vote, then he'll be in serious trouble.
Well, but adding to that, if he does lose two more, which then hands the Liberals a majority government, you have to add that to the tally sheet, that now you've handed the Conservatives a majority government. Could that impact more adversely that leadership review that we're looking at now? I mean, those are big negatives in the minus column.
You're absolutely right on that. If for some reason he gets another two Conservative MPs to walk over to the Liberals, and he gets a majority government, that means he's free for the next 4 years. He doesn't have to worry about being defeated. He can bring forward the economic plans that he wants to do for the country. and it will really put Mr. Poilievre in a bad light. He's the convention, the people who will be voting at the convention will have to ask themselves, why have Conservative MPs left? What is wrong with this guy? And also, he's got to answer this as well. 20% of he's behind Mark Carney by 20% of the votes. The Conservative Party and the Liberals are actually very close together in the polls. But when you look at the leaders, Mr. Carney leads them by 20%. That's got to be a problem when you go into the voting booth for the leadership vote in January. Whether you say to yourself, is he really the right person to lead the party?
And when then your mind starts to wander of, well, who else could lead in the party? But that's a whole other segment that we will bring you back for. Bob Fife.
We can come on and tell you about that.
Oh, I'm glad. There, you've said it on the air, and now you have to follow through. Bob Fife, Ottawa Bureau Chief for the Globe and Mail. Great to have you with us this morning. Thanks.
Welcome.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.